What is up, guys? I am StarJake here once again with a brand new video, and here today I am going to be showing you all my purchases from Second & Charles today. It's been a minute since I went to Second & Charles, and for one reason in particular. Lately, they haven't been updating their inventory, and I've been kind of, like, we've been seeing the same stuff every time we went, so I figured, hey, I might as well wait a few months and see if they got any new stuff. So I waited a couple of months, and then last night I thought, hey, you know, I should go to Second & Charles tomorrow and see if I can find something. I didn't find the exact items I was looking for when I came to Second & Charles today, but I did find some pretty awesome items. One of these, which I'm going to be showing last, is a really rare find and something that I'm excited to show you all. Also, I'm half asleep. I did not go to sleep last night because I didn't want to wake up too late to go to Second & Charles. So, if my sentences are kind of incoherent, then you know exactly why. But anyways, the first item is a DVD. I love this show. I think that it's hilarious. I've been watching it ever since I was a kid. This was shockingly the only season that this store had at the moment, so I just went ahead and bought it. You would think that by now, after being a fan for so long, that I would have seasons of this show by now. But no, this is my very first box set of this series, so starting the collection. Anyways, it is the complete first season of King of the Hill. This is nice. I love the packaging on this. I'm pretty sure I might sound like an idiot because I know this has been out forever. But yeah, I have been a fan of this show since I was a kid, and I somehow never owned any King of the Hill DVDs until now. So yeah, that's the front of it, that's the side of the case, and that's the back, and those are the discs. I'm going to take them out. This is disc number 3. This is disc number 2. And finally we have disc 1. I wanted to put these in a certain order because they're organized a certain way inside the DVD case, so I wanted to organize them the way I bought them. Season 3 is down there, there's Season 2 and there's Season 1, so you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, the complete first season of King of the Hill. I now own a DVD set of this show, which is something I should have had a long time ago, if I'm being completely honest. The show is awesome, it's hilarious, and I definitely need to get the DVDs of the entire series. So yeah, that's the first item. Now I'm going to show a DVD that I bought in the anime section. I was looking for Future Diary because I love that show, and I've been watching it lately, but of course they didn't have it. So I kept looking. I thought maybe they have High School of the Dead or something like that. And of course, they didn't have that either. I kept looking through it, and finally I found a set of Pokemon movies. This DVD set was only a couple of dollars, and I used to own this exact DVD set when I was in, I believe, the 5th grade. I remember watching these movies a lot back then. Anyways, it is a 4-movie set of Pokémon. Pretty awesome. So, yeah. I was expecting this to have 4 discs in it, but no, it's actually just on 1 disc. So, it's kind of fascinating. But yeah, I saw this set for a couple of dollars and I thought, hey, why not? I haven't seen these movies in a while. Maybe I can buy this DVD and watch them later. So yeah, some Pokemon movies. The next items I'm going to show are some CDs, and they're all by the same band, so I'm not going to go too far into detail with all of them. They're all classics. All of you have probably heard them by now. And if you haven't, I would be really surprised. But the band is Black Sabbath, and these are the albums I bought. All 3 of these, the original trilogy, were there in their reissued digipack forms. And I was like, okay, I'm not gonna skip out on this. So, I now own digipack copies of the original 3 Black Sabbath albums. This is the first one. This one, for some reason, was cheaper than the other one. This was only $2. And that's what it looks like. Next one is Paranoid. This one was $5. But yeah, that's what that looks like. They all have the same disc design, by the way. These are all the same digipack reissues, so that's why they all are in the same type of case and have the same disc design. So, you know, the more you know. Anyway, the last one is Master of Reality. This one was also $5. So, yeah, that's the front, the back, and the disc. So, those are the 3 CDs I bought. The first 3 Black Sabbath albums in reissued digipack cases. I love digipacks, so it feels awesome to have these now. And they look really nice side by side as well. So, yeah. Now we get into the big item. The item that I've been, honestly, the most excited to show. Unfortunately, though, I can't take this out of the plastic because this is a rare out-of-print album. And this album, I've rarely ever seen online. The fact that it's rare and it's a sealed copy makes this so much more valuable. Anyway, the album is Destroy, Rebuild Until God Shows. This was one of my favorite albums when I was in middle school. I saw the cover and I was like, I gotta check that out. I listened to it and it became an instant classic. I wanted this album so badly when I was in middle school, but I could just never get a hold of it. The album is very nostalgic to me. It brings back a lot of memories of the 8th grade. I remember just listening to this all the time. I introduced my friends to it. I got people online to check it out, and this album meant so much to me. It wasn't until years later that I learned that the album apparently wasn't that popular. Of course, Destroy, Rebuild Until God Shows was a well-known band that sadly broke up after this one album, but they had a cult following, and so much so that they recently reformed and released a new album. So, and now I want to tell you all the interesting story about getting this album. This is another reason why I was excited to talk about it. So, when we went into the record store, I was looking around and I was looking for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 because I've been playing my Tony Hawk games lately and I really wanted to play that one again since I haven't had it in so long. And behind the counter, I saw this at the very front of one of the record boxes. And I was like, oh my god, look everyone, it's that album. I pointed it out to my brother, my mom, I pointed it out to everybody. And I made it crystal clear that I loved this album and wanted it. Then I saw it was $75 and I was like, I don't know if I want to buy it then, if it's that expensive. Then I looked through the rest of the vinyl and started getting more tempted. I was like, you know, I love this album. I've wanted it for so long, and there's a sealed copy right behind the glass. I should get it because if I don't get it now, I might not see it again for a while. I went to go buy the album and I saw this guy looking at it and I was like, oh shit, I might have missed out on it. I walked over to it and I knew that this guy was a fan of this album. The guy had a Sleeping with Sirens shirt on, his hair was multicolored, and I was like, this guy has to know what this album is. And shortly after he looked at the album, he called somebody and was talking about how it was at the store, and I was like, oh shit, I better get it. So, I ran over, I got in contact with the guy behind the glass, and I just bought it right in front of the guy as he was talking on the phone, and I honestly felt kind of bad. I was like, oh my god, I feel so bad that I just took this from that guy. But otherwise, I probably would not have seen this again for a while. I just very awkwardly walked off with the album after I bought it. Like, the guy was staring at me as I was walking away. And I'm like, well, of course I was going to buy this album. I mean, it's an album that I've been wanting for so many years. And I've never seen a vinyl pressing of it in person. So, of course, I wanted to get it. But, yeah, it is 100% sealed. And it was only $75. It's kind of expensive, but at the same time, I do think it was worth it, because now I own this album, and it's part of my record collection. And of course, I'm never going to take this out of the plastic. I am just going to put it with the rest of my record collection. I might even put it on display, in all honesty, because, again, this is an awesome album, and I've been wanting it for so long. But yeah, that's all the stuff I bought today at Second and Charles. I bought a good bit of stuff, and I'm honestly quite happy about it. So, yeah. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you all later. Have a great night. Hope you all enjoyed the video.